So what's going on? You guys, this is like a very, I'm like really confused. I was sitting over there watching. I'm trying to figure out the dynamic because it's like you know people from here and you know people from over here. By the way, I'm not woofy either. You guys, I thought maybe this was like sister wives situation, but then like you eat pussy. I hope that's true because that would make me feel a lot more comfortable. I am really excited to be in Steubenville. I love Steubenville. I used to come here every summer when I was a kid for the Dean Martin Festival. Because I'm Italian. Are you guys? Yes. Yes? I feel there's a big Italian population here. We used to come every year. It was a big thing. It was so exciting. I haven't been for a couple years, but we used to love to go. Here, I even have this picture of me I brought because I felt like I needed to prove that I've been here. I've been coming here. In front of the Dean Martin mural. I want to recreate this picture, but the sun's not out. If you guys like me, I even signed some copies. This is a big deal for me. Dean Martin is like, for Italian Americans, Dean Martin is like
the best.
Yeah, he's like Jesus, but like not Jesus, because Jesus was in every room of my nana's house. Dean Martin was only in like 2. And Frank. Big Rat Pack family. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Italian grandparents, but you will see Jesus in every inch of the house.
And Mary.
In death. And Mary sometimes in the front yard. My other grandma had Mary in her front yard, a big statue. We love it. And then at whatever region of Italy that your family's from, also pictures of whatever saint represents that region dying. Every time you go take a shit in my nana's house and Santa Gemma's dying in front of you. It's incredible. I love being Italian. We're the best. We have the best traditions, and I think we do emotional abuse like the best, too. If you know, you know, right? See. But yeah, you know, if you guys want to hang out later, I'm really excited to be here. I've never been like to this, 7 ranges before. It's cool. And so Mike did tell me like there's going to be Steubenville dignitaries here. He kept saying dignitaries. Like the mayor is here apparently. Are you the mayor?
Yeah.
She's like, I'm the mayor of eating pussy. She was like,
You're done.
Mike's like, don't be too offensive. But then, Jared was up here and he was raping and eating pussy, But then he said he was Jewish and it got really weird. Is there a reversed Holocaust happening I'm not aware of? Okay, cool. I'm Catholic, so leave me out of it for now. I am guilty, yes, see? And there goes the emotional abuse. You did it. Don't worry about it. It's literally when you're 6 years old, you go to Sunday school, and they're like, everything's your fault, and you're going to burn in a lake of fire. Now listen to me, so in 2 years you can eat a cracker. And maybe you won't burn in the lake of fire. But I do love the cracker. I was never ready to go to church because you had to get there at like 6 in the morning. My memories of being in church as a kid is like my breath smelled because I didn't brush my teeth because I was just dragged out of bed sitting there and I was always starving. So by the time it got to communion, I would be like, yes! Let's go. I would be like, can I have 2? My mom needs one. She can't walk. This is truly like, I don't know how late you guys are open, but I plan on like hanging out. It looks like a lot of fun out there. I didn't know, and I do love Steubenville. I love to be here. I didn't know that you guys had such a child gambling problem. I got lost when I walked in, and I swear to God, there were 3 little girls passed out in the roller coaster simulator. I started to get my phone out. I was like, she needs Narcan or something. Her mom was like, she does this all the time. It's a problem. But I'm too drunk to drive home, so I'm gonna party with them later. And you. I need a drink. I want a drink right now. We got one. Can somebody bring me a drink? No, it's like, nobody knows who I am. It's not. Okay, so I should probably do my jokes. How long have I been on stage? Does anyone know?
15 minutes and a half.
Is there an accurate number? Because I'm not allowed to be here for too long or else I'll... 6? Okay, great. All right, so I feel like I'm like one of the last generations as a kid who could play outside, you know. You don't do that anymore. Kids, because there's a lot of fear around it, and, that's warranted, and there should have always been. When I was a kid, my grandma watched me a lot, and she was already older, and she was disabled, and she would just, before I went out, she'd be like, look, I can't chase you if something happens to you, so if a man talks to you, scream and run. Men want to get you. They're gonna get you. Don't talk to men. Just scream and run away. And she drilled that into my head, and now I'm a lesbian. And I still do that to this day. It really works. Never been kidnapped. But I had a lot of fun outside. We did really have free range, and I grew up poorer than most people. And when you grow up in like a adverse situation, a lot of people, they're concerned when they hear about it. They're like, oh my gosh, you must have been like getting thrown around and getting molested all the time. It must have been horrible. I'm like, whoa, first of all, it's such a stereotype. I never got molested. I did molest myself a couple times, just like out of pure curiosity, I didn't have a lot of supervision. Here, I'll tell you a story. When I was about 6 or 7 years old, I was outside with one of my friends, and we were playing, and we were just having a blast outside, and we were like, you know what? Let's play camping. Let's play that we just we're outside and we live outside, which we were both poor, so I don't know why we were fantasizing about being more poor. But we were like, let's live off the land. Let's be survivalists. Well, that's not the words that we use, but that was the vibe of what was happening. So we're like, okay, so we're gathering supplies, we're walking around the neighborhood, we're walking through the alley, and because back then you could just be in someone's yard and nobody really cared. So we found this tree. I don't know if you ever came upon this as a child. We found this pine tree that was really tall, but the branches were really long, so you could go under them, and it was like a hollow dome. You know what I'm talking about? It was such a dope find when you're a kid. We were like, oh my gosh, we could last the winter here. This will be great. We're dragging bricks in. She's like, this will be my bed and this can be yours. And over here we'll have the dining room. Let's put the leaves on a big rock like we're having a salad. And then we were like, and we dug a little hole. This is the bathroom. And to establish that, let's both pee in this hole right now. So we pulled down our pants. We're locking eyes. And we piss in a hole under a tree. We were really we're doing it. We're out here. This is the bathroom. And then we were little girls, so we had to wipe. We didn't have toilet paper, but we were survivalists. So we were like, let's get these leaves over here and we'll wipe. Because when you're a little girl, you're taught to wipe front to back. It's very important. You have to wipe. So we take the leaves, and I'm really getting in there because I wanted to do a good job. I'm wiping. I'm all nice and clean, pull my pants up. I felt amazing. Then my friend's older sister's walking along, and she comes over, and she's like, what the fuck are you guys doing? And we were like, we're playing outside, we're camping, and this is our house. Do you want to play with us? And she said, no, I don't. But be careful, I just want you guys to know that there's a bunch of poison ivy right there. And we said, we know that. We knew that. We live here. We don't come to your house and tell you what's poison ivy. We got it, we got this. So she left, and we both looked at each other and we start panicking. We're like, oh my God, we just put poison ivy on our pee-pees. That's what we called it. We put poison ivy on, like, what's gonna happen? Is it gonna fall off? What do we? I'm like, okay, look, time out right now. This part doesn't count. We should probably go wash our pee-pees. And my friend's like, yeah, time out. Just this part doesn't count. Let's go, my house is right there, let's go wash our pee-pees. So we run, we go into her house, we take our pants off, we're in her bathtub like fucking Winnie the Pooh. We're splashing. We're getting shampoo, different soaps, scrubbing, splashing. It didn't feel clean enough. We were like, we don't know what's gonna happen. So she says, you know, sometimes when there's something wrong with my pee-pee, my mommy puts cream on it. I was like, oh my God, my mom's totally put cream on my pee-pee too. Well, let's get to put a cream on it. So we open up her medicine cabinet and we get a cream. Just the first tube of cream that we see. I put a bunch on my hand, she puts a bunch on hers. We both plop it on there. You know the scene in Home Alone with the aftershave? Okay, well, it was like that, but it was our little baby vaginas. So we were like, ah! Oh my God! We're back in the tub, trying to get it off. We're sobbing. Then her dad walks in. We look at him, and he looks at us. He leaves. Not a word spoken. Which honestly I think is good parenting, because at that point, there's another kid in his house. He was like, I can't do anything about this. Goodbye. But yeah, anyway, that's why I can't have kids. So. I'm just kidding. I could probably have kids. I haven't really tried. If anything, I've certainly built up a callus at this point. Or something. Anyway, I've been Cassi Bruno. Thank you guys so much.
Keep it going for Cassi Bruno, guys.